Fields of Mistria offers almost endless activities to enjoy every day, which also means you can stumble upon many new features as you go, depending on which tasks you prioritize. So today, I'll be sharing what I've learned so far that has changed the way I play this game. Hello friends, Sarah Sunstone here, and welcome back to Wish I Knew. In today's episode, I'll be sharing 5 big things I've learned that have changed the way I play Fields of Mistria. From quality of life features and special abilities, to secret locations, strategies, and more, you can apply these tips to your daily routines to get the most out of your gameplay. Please go ahead and shine the lovely like button if you find these videos helpful, and make sure to subscribe to my channel with your notifications on for more Fields of Mistria content. Otherwise, without any further ado, let's get right into it. The first thing I learned is that you'll actually be able to adopt a pet as early as Spring Day 7. You'll have a strange dream where you can choose from a dog or a cat and select from a wide array of color options. Now, even though it can be difficult to decide, don't stress about this too much, because you can actually change your pet's name, color, and species at any time from your journal under the Animals tab. This is also where you can assign your pet a job, which has changed my gameplay in many ways. Although you can assign your pet to go out and collect wood or stone, I would highly recommend giving them the Collect Forageables job instead. With this job assignment, your pet will collect random seasonal forageables for you once per day, excluding rainy days on which they'll stay inside. As you raise your heart level with your pet, they'll also be able to collect extra items, so it is worth working towards increasing your bond. That being said, there is no requirement to feed them, and you also don't need to let them outside or inside, so there is essentially no maintenance to this addition. Now, not only is your pet bringing you extra items on the daily, but you can also end up with some more rare and valuable forageables, like the Middle Mist that sells for 100 tesserae, just as one example. So your pet can help you earn more tesserae, but can also end up bringing home items you'll need for requests or recipes that you might be missing. And all this happens passively, so you don't need to do anything extra to reap the rewards. The next thing I learned is that a Lost and Found box will be unlocked once you reach a Copper Town rank level. This chest will be added to the world right next to Balor's Wagon, and you can collect from it every single Monday in-game. This feature will take any items that you've left around the map, including from within buildings but excluding the mines, and will deposit them into this box every week. So you can save yourself the trips back around the map to gather anything you left behind, and just wait for Monday to collect everything all at once. At least as soon as you've unlocked this feature. This has been so game-changing for collecting items because it saves you so many trips back and forth and helps to gather items that might be tucked away in a corner of the map that you don't visit too often, or even from out in the ocean that you might have collected from dive spots. As a nice bonus, you can also find extra surprises in the box, like some unique furniture items. Now, the next thing I've learned is actually one of my favorite additions to my gameplay, which is a twist on classic fishing. Now, in order to unlock this special game-changing ability, you'll first need to have leveled up the fishing skill to level 15 to unlock Tier 2 perks at the dragon statue. Now, don't forget, you will need to either visit Terithia's tackle shop or craft your own fishing rod to get started with fishing, but you can actually level this skill up pretty quickly if you spend a few days fishing non-stop. This will also help you with completing your museum collections and with earning money, so really it's a win-win. Now, once you reach level 15, you can redeem your gathered essence for a perk called School Crasher. This will allow you to simply swim through schools of fish to collect half of their contained items without spending any stamina. This ability really helps to add fishing into your daily routines without having to bring around your fishing rod, and also without spending stamina. This can help you to further complete your museum collections, make money, find extra goodies, and more. Sure, you'll still probably need and want to do some proper fishing from time to time, but for me, instead of having days where I did no fishing at all, I ended up collecting from schools of fish almost every day alongside my usual routines, while saving some pocket space and stamina along the way. Which leads us into the next thing I've learned, which has changed the way I play Fields of Mistria, and this one is all about stamina management. Now, in the very beginning of your gameplay, it's gonna feel a bit more difficult to get stuff done each day without running out of energy, but by the end of your first spring, you're gonna have more stamina than you'll need on most days. So here are all the strategies I use almost every day to regenerate stamina, to the point where I don't often even end up needing additional consumables unless I'm doing a big run through the mines. First of all, you can grab a bowl of soup every day at the Sleeping Dragon Inn, which will automatically be consumed and replenish 20 stamina points on the spot. Similarly, there are actually 2 fountains that you can unlock by the end of your first spring that also each restore 20 stamina points when drinking from them. The first one can be unlocked on the Eastern Road as soon as you have crafted a copper pickaxe. You'll need this tool to break the boulder that's blocking the path to it. The second fountain is found up the staircase next to the museum, which can be accessed following the Beautification Project quest, which takes place after you've restored the town's mill and has no other requirements to complete. You can also visit Juniper's bathhouse to fully restore your stamina, which typically costs 100 tesserae for the first bath each day, with the price scaling up from there for subsequent baths. But that first bath can honestly be so worth the price with the amount of money you can earn back using the extra stamina. But you can actually also unlock 5 completely free baths once you complete Juniper's Stinky Stamina Potion request, which is available from the request board on Spring Day 5. So this is game-changing when you're just getting started. Finally, once you've reached the 10th floor of the mines, you'll be granted the Full Restore spell from Calderis, which, as the name would suggest, allows you to fully restore your stamina by casting the spell with 1 mana. If you don't have mana restoring consumables, you will have to wait over time for your mana to replenish and cast it again, so I recommend saving this cast for the depths of the mines when you really need it the most. But by combining all of these mostly free methods of stamina restoration, you'll be playing a new game and accomplishing so much on the daily. Now, the final thing I've learned that's maybe changed the way I've been playing the game the most out of everything on this list is that the map actually resets in very specific ways when you move from section to section or enter and exit a building. The resets apply to fish shadows, schools of fish, dive spots, and bugs, meaning every time you enter or exit a separate area on the map, different variations of these will spawn in randomly. This can be used to your advantage. If you're looking to collect certain critters, it's amazing that you don't have to wait until the next day for different bugs or fish to appear, unless they only appear during certain weather conditions or times of day, for example. It's also just great to be aware of, because for example, if you thought you'd already found all the dive spots and swam through all the schools of fish for the day around the map, there's always a chance actually for new ones to appear when you re-enter an area. On the other hand, it's super important to be aware of this system, because it also means that if you see a rare bug that you haven't caught yet, and you accidentally leave that section of the map before catching it and load into a new area, when you turn around to go back for it, there is a very high chance that it will be completely gone. So this does make carrying your bug net around even more worth that inventory slot you sacrifice, because in the case that you need to run back home and grab your bug net, it's almost a guarantee that the rare bug you spotted will be gone upon your return. Now, this rule does also apply to the mines, but in a somewhat different way, because whenever you leave and return to each floor of the mine, it will be completely reset. Again, this can be used to your advantage to farm certain resources like ore and gemstones, and also offers a chance for new forageables, monsters, treasures, and more to spawn in every time you load into a new or previously visited floor. So if you're looking for a specific mushroom or fish from the upper levels of the cavern, technically you can enter and exit various floors until they spawn in. But once again, on the other hand, this does mean that once you leave a mine floor, anything left there is gone for good. And in this case, it's not just limited to critters. It includes every single thing found in that level of the cavern. So use this knowledge to your advantage to make the most out of your runs through the mines, and be cautious as to what you choose to sacrifice when you have to leave things behind, because those items will be lost forever. So there you have it, friends. Those are 5 things I've learned so far that have changed the way I play Fields of Mistria. Let me know down in the comments which of these tips helped you out the most, because I absolutely always love hearing from you. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and until next time, take care.